Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Writing Home. This is going to be a series I'll do based upon the letters my grandfather wrote during his time in World War II, as well as pictures he took, what else was going on in the war at the time, and just an all-around step back into the past. I absolutely love history, especially World War II history. While I was reading these letters, I think the most interesting thing to me was being able to see him change and mature as a result of what was going on around him and in his life at the time. So I would like to convey that experience as much as I can into a video, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and enjoy the first episode of Writing Home. We start in Grenada, Mississippi, in the autumn of 1941. A small city with a population at the time of around 6,000 people. My grandfather had just graduated high school in the spring before, and other than a hunting and occasional trip to see relatives, going to college was the first time he would be completely on his own. My grandfather had just graduated high school in the spring of 1941 and was now attending Mississippi State University. September 16th, 1941. Dear Mother, I sure was glad to get your letter this morning. I really enjoyed hearing from you and everything. I'm still very happy and contented, although I don't like my schedule. I don't have enough time off for the weekends. I can't leave until noon on Saturday and have to make it back by 9 o'clock Monday morning. I've been told that I should be proud of myself for being rushed by such good frats. Tomorrow I start filling in all the rush dates I've made. I have every date filled. These are the frats I'm being rushed by. I'm told they're all the leading fraternities on the campus. I don't know. That's just what I'm told. I stood the ordeal of the physical exam in fine fashion. I've been passed for military service, although I'll get a heart checkup next Monday. I have a murmur. Not serious, evidently, because I'm now in the R.O.T.C. Got a uniform and a gun today after waiting about 2 hours in a line. In the morning, I'm going to work for Skipper Patrick, formerly referred to as Mr. Patrick, the publicity director. My job will be to make little write-ups concerning various football players and sending the story to the footballer's hometown paper. The idea is, of course, to advertise the state team and games. You should be getting a reflector in the same mail that this letter comes in. By the way, that piece on Dr. Drummond's essay is not my story, so don't think I wrote it. I suppose the good doctor didn't like my write-up and had someone else write another. I don't blame the man. My story about the essay was awful. It was amateurish and ignorant, horrible, perfectly absurd. Just before supper, someone strolled into my room with a curt, "Hello, freshman." I rose to my feet as he introduced himself as Johnson, a senior. I told him my name and remained standing as he looked about the room. "Sit down," he said. "I never touch a freshman." So I seated myself, then went with him to his room and talked a moment. He had been to West Point, but was ousted. That's all to tell, I guess. Lots of love, Bill. What in the world is going on? September 1941. Citizen Kane came out in September 1941 and went on to become known as one of the greatest movies of all time. The number one song on the radio was Green Eyes by Jimmy Dorsey. German armored troops invaded Kiev, Ukraine, and the blockade of Leningrad begins. Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg meet in Copenhagen to discuss nuclear weapons.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air. President Roosevelt has just announced. The attack just announced.